let's get started then. So we're going to go through 5 different postures. Some of these are more traditional postures, some of them I've kind of modified because they're normally done on the floor, and we're going to use whatever support we need. So the first one is we're going to do a standing bird dog. So if you've ever done bird dog in a yoga class, it's done from all fours, but we're just going to do a version of that today to work on balance, strengthening the core. So if you want some support from the wall, you can move beside a wall. You might just want it on one side. You could even start by leaning back against the wall as we do this. So just find what works, or you might want both hands on the wall. So just tons of modifications. Do what you need to do so you're safe, that you're not going to fall over anything, but that you're still challenging your balance. So we're going to begin. Let's start with the right foot. We're going to ground down through the right foot. So first thing we're going to do in a lot of these postures is get ourselves set up really well. So we're kind of intentionally we're being present, we're focusing on our balance. So you can even pick up those right toes, spread them out wide and place them back down. So kind of making our base of support a little bigger. Slight bend in the knee. You can think about, if you're a visual person like me, even like tree roots growing out of the bottom of your foot into the ground, really solidifying you into the floor. Slight bend in the knee. And then we're going to start to pick this left knee up. So you might have a hand on the wall, you might have both hands, you might be leaning back against the wall. And I'm going to slowly bring that knee up, and if you can, working towards 90 degrees, but you might just be up on the toes. So anywhere from coming up on your toes, anywhere along here to 90 degrees. And if this is enough, you stay here and balance. And then if you want to bring in the arm as well, the opposite one, so in this case my right arm, lifting up above my shoulder, and this left hand could be on the wall for support or on my hip. And so when we do this on the floor, usually we're on all fours. So my right knee and my left hand would be on the floor. But we're going to do this from standing today. And we can hold here. Other option, if you want to make it more challenging, you can lengthen out and then bring your hand to your knee or even your elbow to knee and lengthen out. And moving with your breath here. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to elbow. So just one more time, we'll do it on the other side here to go through the options. So this time I'll ground down through my left foot. Slight bend in my knee. And I'm going to begin by picking up this right foot. So I might just come onto the toes. And if this is where you want to balance, this is perfectly fine. You can use that support. Slowly working that knee up to 90, one day maybe. And then if you want to bring in the arm, you can bring the left arm up. So opposite knee and arm. And then maybe you're holding here, or you might flow. So inhale, lengthen. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale and exhaling. So if you're holding for about 20 seconds on each side, if you can. If that's too much, just start with 5 or 10 seconds. And if you're doing these ones, try to do 5 to 10 on each side. Okay, that's our first one. That's our standing bird dog. Lots of options within there, so making sure that you're picking something that works for you. Second one, we're going to do chair pose. So another classic yoga pose. All we're really doing here is we're changing our base of support. So we're used to having our feet under our hips. We're pretty stable here with all our joints stacked. So when we change that base of support, then we're going to have different challenges with balance. So for chair pose, let's start with the feet hip distance apart. And I'm going to sit my bum back behind me as if there was a chair behind me that I was trying to sit back into. So bum comes back, chest lifted. I want to come down as far as is comfortable here, but we're trying to keep those knees behind the toes. And then you might be using the wall for support. You could even do this sliding your back down against the wall into kind of a wall sit. Or if you have the balance, hands can come out in front. And again, we're kind of pulling everything towards the center here to find that balance. And holding for about 20 seconds. Trying to keep the chest up, sitting the bum back as far as you can. Long torso and gaze is ahead. All right, so that's our chair pose. So just starting to kind of get grounded down through the feet. And we're also strengthening the legs, right? Which is important for our balance. All right, third one, now we're going to a lunge. So we're going to change our base of support even more. So I'm going to step back with my right foot. Now right away, the further back I step with my foot, the more I'm going to challenge my balance. So if a large stance like this is too difficult, just take a small step back. This is a lunge as well, so don't worry if you're just taking a small step. Maybe you've got the arm on the wall or on a chair. So finding the stance that works for you, and then we're going to lunge into that front knee, keeping the knee behind the front toe. And to challenge yourself more, arms can lift up. So eventually working your way towards straightening that back leg, stacking the heel over the toes, that's really going to add a little bit more of a challenge. And then trying to get that front knee over the front ankle and arms reach up. So go to the other side here, go through the options. You can just step back onto the toes, use that support. Maybe you step back a little further. Maybe you're straightening that back leg, bending the front knee here, and you might even have the arms up overhead. And again, holding for about 20 seconds on each side, or 5 to 10 nice deep breaths. So it is still yoga, so we want to focus on our breath. Okay, that's our third one. Let's move to number 4. Now we're going to get into more single leg balance. So this is our tree. So if you've seen, the full version of tree, most of the times people have their foot way up here and be balancing like that. And there's lots of variations along the way that we can work on. So let's start on our right foot again, picking up those toes, spreading them out, really rooting down through the base of the right foot, slight bend in the right knee as we start to pick the left foot up. And again, you might just come onto those left toes and this is where you stop. Just trying to get balanced here, get steady, maybe find a spot on the floor or the wall in front of you to look at. There's always the option for support. And then if we want to challenge ourselves a little bit more, we might pick that foot up and bring it to the inside of the calf, making sure to not lock the right knee. And if you want more, we'll start to bring that sole of the foot up along the inside of the right leg, but avoiding the knee. So we don't want to press into the knee here. Pretty low risk that you're actually going to hurt yourself doing that, but just safest to always avoid the knee joint. So if we're getting up higher, then we're going up above the knee. Maybe we've got wall for support. And then eventually, whatever variation you're in, is bringing those hands to maybe heart center. You could bring them up above like a beautiful tree, or maybe to your hips. And again, 20 seconds, 5 to 10 deep breaths. And then you go to the other side, so picking those left toes up, spreading them out, grounding down. And same options. Could be on the toes, could be on the calf, working your way up along the leg. And then maybe one day having the foot up on the thigh and the hands heart center or anywhere that's comfortable for 20 seconds. Okay, so that was our 4th one. So I just want you guys to realize that these poses can be really intimidating, even for people who've been doing yoga for a long time. A lot of balance poses I won't even attempt, but then when you look at the ways that you can modify it for yourself, it can be a little more encouraging and you can start to work your way towards something, but meeting yourself right where you're at and staying safe. So 5th one, this is toppling tree. So again, this one could seem a little bit daunting. I used to do this one with the cardiac rehab patients that I worked with. So, most of them are like in their 80s, have had open heart surgery, and they were doing their own version of this one. So I believe in you. So I like to be beside, like with my side to the wall, if I'm going to use the wall for support. So let's ground down through that right foot, just as we have for all the other ones. Hands can come to the hips or to maybe one to the wall. Pick those left toes up, and again, maybe we're just hanging out here on the tippy toes on the left foot. Maybe we start to pick the left toes up, and eventually we start to hinge at the hips. We're moving down at the hips so that we want to keep the back leg and the torso in a line. So I move my upper body at the same rate as I move my back leg, so trying to keep that straight. You could point the back toes, you could flex them, whatever is more comfortable. You might still have your hand on the wall. And we're working towards coming towards that 90 degrees and having the hands up on the hips. So anywhere from here, anywhere along here is a perfect place to be. So that 20 seconds or 5 to 10 deep breaths, and then switching to the other side, so grounding down and coming to your version, keeping the core engaged. And so the more engaged you keep the core and the more focused you stay on a spot on the floor in front of you, the easier this is going to be to stay balanced. So coming to your version. Hopefully you're not in a corner like me. And maybe eventually one day the hands come off the wall or the chair. Good. Okay, so that was our fifth standing yoga pose for balance. So if you're following along, we went through each one on each side, spent about 20 seconds. If those felt good and they felt helpful, you can go through those another couple times if you want. So you might go through all of them 2 or 3 times total. If those are really difficult, then just stick with where we're at today and maybe try them again tomorrow or in a couple days. So you can work on these a few times a week to improve your balance, and remembering that you can always have support like the wall or a chair or a coffee table, just something sturdy that's not going to move on you.